My name is Zak Kinsella, here for Groovey.TV. I'm also here to assassinate people. What?
Hey, this is Groovey. I'm here with the comic book assassin, Zak Kinsella, here at Mile High Comics Megastore. How the heck are you doing, man?
Doing great. Just got back from my worldwide assassination tour. It was super exciting. Saw Croatia for the first time.
What was it called? Greatest Hits?
Greatest hits. A lot of slicing and dicing, mixing and cleaving. Yes.
You're big on cleaving.
Right, just up the middle, not through the sides there. The easiest way is just go straight up. Right?
That one.
100%, yeah.
A lot more effort, but it's so worth it.
Oh man, yeah, just the rewards, and I mean, like you get to bathe in blood too. It's really good for the skin. It's how I keep looking so young.
Bloodbath,
100%.
Awesome, man. So we're talking about Denver Comic Con coming up here in a month. You got a ton of new stuff.
Yep.
Ton of new stuff. Tell me all about it.
So the first thing here, my new book, Outravale.
Okay.
My mom is getting on me because I'm not pronouncing it correctly in French, but I am American, so kind of don't care.
Can you do it with a French accent?
It should be Outravale.
Outravale.
Sure, or Vielle. I don't know. Whatever. I'm American. I also grew up in Texas, so there's.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
It's like a startling so with Outravale, like it was like. So I wanted to have it like something kind of like piercing the veil, kind of like if you're exploring in space, you come across something like startling, and so when you go past that, that's where the story really starts to pick up. And it's about a young woman who's been an orphan. They're trying to collect DNA to restore the planet Earth. We've left it, and I hate science fiction tropes that are like, we left the planet and it's a huge garbage ball. Later, peace. So I wanted to have a book that was reflective of like my own concerns for our environment, and also like I could tell a science fiction story. It's a little bit like, heartfelt, like moving around. Like I moved around the country so much, I didn't have a whole lot of friends growing up. I had my brother, my family, but I thought I was like, go the extra mile. I was like, what if I didn't even have that, right? And so like searching, for who you are without that support is the main heart of the story. Whereas like, the Indiana Jones going on the run thing is like the backdrop instead of vice versa. So really,
it's really character driven.
Oh, absolutely. And that's one of the things like, I really loved about shows like, like Lost. Like a lot of people were really pissy about that because it wasn't all these my dumb theories come to life. I was like, no, it was about the characters. You missed the point completely. And so I wanted to do the same thing.
There are actually still people completely enraged about that ending. Someone was talking to me about it yesterday.
Oh yeah, and I love to tell them that they were too stupid to figure it out because that's just me. I just love poking a bear. It's a lovely show. I love it. But I mean, so that was like, that like in Miyazaki films. A lot of these things like are impetus behind like what I did. Like, but I mean, I think the main driving like impetus for what I saw for it was Wall-E. When I was like, man, we really suck, dude. We really suck. Like. And I was just like, man, like maybe we can make a book to where like we don't suck. That'd be nice, yeah. So
because we actually resemble the people in the chairs going, man.
I feel like that too. I was like, oh man. I mean, like, dude, I love tacos too much. I can't help it.
I actually had some on the way here.
Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of the heart and soul of my book. And I also wanted to do it like in two-tone like watercolors. So like
that's super cool.
Yeah, I just wanted to really like do something that looks different. Right. One of my biggest inspirations.
Let's
get some plug and play. As you can look through it if the camera shows it off pretty well here. Hopefully, maybe, I don't know. Whatever.
Do 3D.
He's a sound.
See, it's so much better that way, isn't it?
But a big fan of like the recently departed Darwin Cook, who's kind of considered a mentor as I've met him over the years. I just love his work, and I want to do something similar in that, like as aesthetically pleasing as like Parker has been. So that was another piece of it. It's just like that's the thing with any new venture for me, at least. I was like, I want to take all these pieces and make it my own. Right. Like just really have my own stamp on it. So it's like, it's serious and has a lot of in-depth stuff, but there's also a place for me to put like a crazy demon god dressed like Elvis, So like there's got to be humor, I think, in everything.
I think you should cosplay as Elvis at the con.
I could, I would wear a jumpsuit. Those things look super comfortable. Like I was like, I'm worried about zippers. That's all I'm worried about with anything. It's like
The official Comic-Con jumpsuit. Yeah.
with a zipper in the front. I don't want to go to the bathroom. Hey, can you unzip me? Like, how awkward is that? So yeah, no, I don't want any of that. I'll wear the pompadour. I'm like, I'll get that.
That's it.
I think I'd look pretty good with the pompadour. Even
I gotta admit, man, like this beard is becoming pretty freaking epic. It's getting there.
Yeah, I've been described like someone described me as the robot devil recently. It was like, it curves on its own. I was like, yeah, I just kind of trimmed a little over here, got a haircut,
Remember the Hellfire Club right here?
Absolutely, yeah. Go wrong with my assassination career. Yeah. Yeah, I just wanted something. Well, you see in just so Denver and weirdly off topic, but for beards, like these guys with these big Paul Bunyan beards, and I feel like the two of us we're totally different. We're gonna my goal is Pai Mei, so I can just go.
That's actually my goal too, but in purple.
Lit, man. It's on fire. Fuck yeah. Why would you want to do that? Not do this? Is it okay if I curse? Was that a
you can say whatever you want.
All right, cool. I didn't want to offend any children.
You might offend people, but
Yeah, well, that's good. I'm okay with that.
This is the internet.
Fair enough. All right.
We're digitizing the YouTubers right now.
We do this every year. The last 4 years we've done this, I'm pretty sure I've been drunk right before. So this year I'm I drove here. I'm sober. I haven't played any video games before this like I did before. Because it used to be we could just walk from the one up over to here. Right. Yeah. So yeah, I'm perfect.
I played Destiny for an hour before I got here.
Nice. I'm still playing World of Warcraft, oddly enough. Yeah.
Crazy.
What's up, 2004?
All right, man. So show me some of the work you're going to be having at the old Denver Comic-Con.
So Outreveil is there, as my mom would say it, I guess.
Outreveil.
But all prints of I did the badges for another convention.
Camera can pick some.
Yeah. So for Dink, I had prints of all these made up, and I sold most of them at that show. But I sold a couple of them left over here.
Nice.
So these are all the black and white instances of it. I mean, here's some covers for the next couple of issues coming up. Over in here.
There's Elvis Demon.
There's Elvis Demon and all his beautiful watercolor glory. So yeah, I do the watercolor straight on these pages. Yeah.
3D.
Whoa. Beautiful.
It came back.
Amazing. What else do I have in here? I'm working on another. So I'll have some little watercolors here as well. Here, like the Kurgan from Highlander.
Oh, nice.
If y'all are down with that.
It's one of my favorite characters.
And this beautiful face right now, so I'm gonna move that. But do a lot of I did a pinup for Space Riders this last year for their next series. Watto from Star Wars. I I love the fan art stuff, but I also love drawing women in space outfits. And it's a pretty sweet little hobby of mine. So. Yeah, whenever
you go, women in space,
yeah, because I'm not going to compare that to the other thing we're referencing.
But the in space thing was in there.
Space, yeah, absolutely, A+. So yeah, just working on stuff like that. I've got 3 or 4 gallery projects coming up here in the next couple of months.
Nice.
Like a Crimson Hilt over on Colfax.
Okay.
Helkion Gallery, I forget. I'm sorry. I do that at the end of the year. I'm doing some stuff with Dan Crozier at his gallery.
Okay.
So I have a lot of this stuff that I'm working on for those galleries probably in here.
Right now.
Prints for those ready to sell. Denver Comic-Con's so print oriented.
Right.
But I just wanted to have some cool stuff like that. Like I said, working on some new pieces. Maybe a robot here and there. Japanese demon forest god. Whatever.
That is really cool.
Just the usual cool stuff.
So besides tabling as an artist at Denver Comic-Con, what's your favorite part of the con?
Man, one of the so last year, I got to hang out and meet with Becky Cloonan, and we just that first day of free beer for the exhibitors, we just went back and forth doing beer runs, but meeting someone who you look up to and then becoming instant best buddies. I look forward. That happens to me at every con.
Awesome.
Yeah, and I was like, man, the first year Denver Comic Con was met the Alreds, and it was just you guys are fresh, we're awesome, let's hang out. Last year, Becky Cloonan and I went to True Brewing, just cool shit like that. So, that's really what I look forward to is the atmosphere of camaraderie and in Artist Alley. Mm-hmm. And I was like, man, Lena Headey's coming out. That's cool, right?
That's really
she's pretty rad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a $90 to meet her, but I'll walk by hey. Just that creep walk.
What's up?
No big deal. Hey.
It's big.
Yeah. Yep. Softest in 10 counties.
Awesome, man. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you as well.
Cheers. This is Groovey. I'm here with the comic book assassin, Zak Kinsella of the Hellfire Club. He's petitioning to become a member anyway.
Straight up. Vote for Zach.
Thank you, Mel Haynes.